Okay. Okay, now let's start with the other part, and again, let's have a look about the engineering drawings we have for this one. Here it is. Okay, and what we're going to do is going to be very simple. Just bring this part. It looks quite simple. Again, the Q value is going to be applied for you, where we have it here. Min is going to be for the hole that should be fitting within this slot. I think that the other diameter is going to be common between all the students, including the thickness of the part, the radius, and the other stuff. So the radius of this one, say, is 9.6. Definitely this one is going to be 4 because that's 4 millimeter diameter. The point to make the circle is 20. Now I'm going to have the 17.317 millimeters. I think that the Q is only going to be applied here and here, and that shouldn't be something to worry about. Okay, now let's go and do the sketch for this one. What do I looking for is actually diameter here is 45. Okay, that diameter 45, that's mean the radius should be 22.5 for that part. Okay, so I got the first thing to be done is I get to make a circle that have 22.5 millimeter radius. I get to make it to the thickness of 2 millimeters. Then I get to make another circle that's sitting in the middle, and I get to take it to the height of 3 millimeters. Later we're going to have the pin. We don't have to worry about that. Or should I do the pin first? Doesn't matter. Then I'm going to cut this slot here. So I'm going to make the circle. I'm going to make the pin. Once again, the pin is going to have a total height of 10 millimeters. With the 2 here, with the 3 here, that means this will be 2 and this will be 3. Okay, that shouldn't be something hard to be done. And let's go with that. And then I'm going to make the disc of 9.6, and then I'm going to make a circle to cut this one down with this radius, and make this pin later, and we're going to work on the blade. So something like, okay, now what are the steps I get to follow? I'll just show you that. So I get to make a new part. Okay, keep the other one open just because I get to, that I get to have the assembly to be done next. So top plane, I get to do the sketch on that. We start with a circle. Radius is 22.5. Okay, and now I'm going to give it a thickness of 2 millimeters as we done last time, 2. And in the middle, I'm going to make the sketch of. Okay, now I'm going to sketch here at the center the 4 millimeter pin. Radius is 2. Okay, now I'm going to, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to take it up from one side. Okay, now below should be 2 and 5. So the other side is going to be 4. And the top one is going to be 5. Total is going to be 9. Okay, sorry, total is going to be 10. 3, 3, 6, 4. Okay, yeah. So feature extrude. Now at the top is going to be 6 millimeters. From the other side, I'm going to make it 4. Okay, 4. And you know that we can make the fillet now. The chamfer now. And we said it's going to have the 0.25 millimeters here, 0.25. Okay, and we're going to click on that. And that's it. Done. Okay, now the next step is we're going to make the other disc here. That's going to have the radius of 9.6. So again, I'm going to do the same trick that I've done earlier. I'm going to click on this edge here. The edge now is highlighted. I'm going to do the convert of the intensities. Then I'm going to offset the entities. No, that's well, some cases when I get to have the 9.6 as a radius, it's much easier to sketch this circle. So I'm going to go here and open that. The R is going to be 9.6 millimeters, and then I'm going to well, I'm not going to do it now. Let's try to continue with the tricks. Okay, now in any direction, because it's not mentioned which direction is, but I'm going to take it to the y direction. I'm going to make the line that have the length of the 20 millimeters. Okay, guys, I'm talking about that 20 millimeters. So I'm going to take the center up to 20 millimeters. Then I'm going to make the radius of the 17.31. Okay, so sketch again a line. This will make actually the steps to be -1. So I'm going to take this one up by 20 millimeters. 20. Okay, now it's getting too close to the edge. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to of course, this will be moved later, but if you want, you can simply make it for construction. And do that now. Now I'm going to make an arc starting from this point, and I'm going to open it with the 17.31. So I'm going to make that now. It looks like a smiley face. Okay, now it's 16.9, so I get to make it as 17.31783. Okay, just click on enter, but be sure that this one is going to go down, but this one is going to be increasing. Okay, so wait a second. Oh, that's 13, 17. Okay, yes, now that's okay. Say okay. Now, the next step, I just want to, not having the Toyota shape, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the unwanted parts. Okay, now we have it. Okay, say okay, and now I'm going to take this one up by 3 millimeters only. And say okay. Okay, now with that shape, let's see what will be next step. Now, what I want to do is we're going to have a pin sitting here, and this will be at the distance of the 14.4. Okay, now you can see that we would like to have this pin, and this one is going to be 3.8 plus point Q. For me, again, is going to be equal to 3.8. This center of this pin is located at the 14.4338 from the center. Well, I've done that. The only thing left is going to be the base. So I'm going to make the base in the same video. Okay, now to do that, okay, I'm going to click on that face to sketch. Sketch. So wait a second, its height is going to be 3. So I think it was possible to put exactly on the same drawing, right? Yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm going to do undo here, and I'm going to do it as one go. Okay, so I'm going to make a sketch line for construction, starting from here, going up. The distance of the 14.4338, so it's 14.433 and 8. Okay, now we got that, and then I'm going to make a circle at the top with 3.8 millimeters. So this will be here 3.8 in the diameters. This will make it as 1.9 in the radius. Boom. Okay, so definitely if I get to close that, maybe it's not going to take it as a pin. No, it's took it as a pin. Now this pin again is going to have the chamfer. No, it doesn't have chamfer. Okay, so that's we're done. We did the part. Okay, now that was much easier than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and this will be named the Geneva driving. Okay, now the last part is going to be the plate. Oh, by the way, you know that we can change the colors? Yes, we can change the colors. So what I can do is you can specify the material, or you can just change the color of the part, depend on you. Okay, so if I get to click that, I can change the appearance of that part. Open the appearance library, and I can change the color here, and I can choose the color I would like to have. Double click on that, and I can choose the color from here. For the face, no, I just want to change the color for all. Oh, what is that? Yep. So I'm going to make this part, it was something like a yellow or a greenish, whatever the thing is. Not just the face, I just want to have the whole part. Okay, so shall I do it for the faces? No, I think that we can simply just do it for the whole part. Anyway, let's do it just for the faces. This will be okay. No. Undo. I'm sure there's a way to do the color for the whole thing. So, anyways, you. Okay, for the whole part. Okay, so maybe that's not the perfect color, but anyway, so this will be the color we're going to choose right now. It's look nice as it's not gold, but it is it's look nice. So anyway, that was the first part, and I'm going to save this one, and then I get to save document without rebuilding. Save document. Okay, so now we can go to the view of it. Now the other part we get to make is the second one we've done, the first one we've done. So I'm going to do it the same way. We go into here, and you open the appearance library, do the color, double click on that, and do the color thing, double click on that. Okay, for the wheel shape is being selected. The color they used was green, so let's see how the green is going to look like. That's the yellow. We choose yellow already. This is good. The blue. Okay, now we have the two colors for the two parts. Okay, now we're going to also save this one. Now we're going to the plate, and this will be the last part we're going to have. So we're going to make a new part. Okay, and this should be the easiest one. Top plane. Okay, and we're going to make a corner rectangle starting from here. Now let's see the dimensions for this part. So it's just a rectangular shape, and what we have in it is the width 100 EQ, the height is 70 plus EQ. So for me it's 110, 170. The thickness is 2 millimeters. Okay, and it's going to have two holes of 4 and 4 sitting in the middle line, and it's going to be 35 from that direction, and then another 28.675 from the first point. So something like we have an incremental dimension. So now the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 100 millimeters for me here. Just remember that for you need to change these dimensions, because we are going to submit the parts that should be actually compatible with your Q value. So now we can actually start to do the sketching of the holes from now, or we can sketch them later. It doesn't matter. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch them now. So for construction, starting from this point, and I'm going to take it to the distance of the 35 for you, 35 plus 0.5 q. Okay, so 35. Well, wait a second, it hasn't changed, so this one is going to be 35. Okay, and now we are going to make a circle here. That is going to be the 4 millimeter diameter, so this will make a 2 millimeter radius. And now what we can do, instead of sketching another one, which is going to sometimes give you a headache, just make the linear changes for that, and the distance should be 28.867. So I only get to put here the 28.8. So 28.86675. Okay, so these are the location of the two holes. Now what we need to do is just do the features and take the thickness to 2 millimeters thickness and say okay, and save that as the plate or the base. Okay, now of course for the base, if you would like to just give it some appearance color. Okay, and again to give it, what was the color? It was gray, so let's do it gray and say okay and save. Okay, now we have the three parts. Now I'm going to start to build my assembly, and later we're going to do the analysis for it. So for the assembly, we just need to bring the three parts. One of the tricks I'm going to show you right now that you may never done before, when you create the assembly, you try to bring the base first. Okay, so I'm going to click it anywhere. Now you can see that this one is fixed. So I'm going to right click and then I'm going to float it. That will be something easier for your work, not for what we're doing right now, but later when I'm going to do the project. So now what we can do is we're going to do the components moving. Okay, move components. And we're going to take it to XYZ. And I'm going to make these points to be 0, 0, 0 for this location. Maybe nobody taught you that before, but usually it's going to be very useful, especially when you're going to do some analysis like the CFD things or even the finite element analysis. Okay, now at this position, I'm going to fix it. Now we're going to bring another part, so insert the components, and we're going to bring the both Geneva driving, and we're going to bring the wheel. Okay, now for us, we're going to fit this pin to this hole. So we need to do the mating, and the mating is going to be done that way. So the first thing we're going to do is click on that face and fix it to that hole. And from the other side, we're going to have click that face and fix it to that side. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to do the same thing for spot. Okay, now you can see that these parts are going to move together because they don't have a relation between them. Okay, so this one is moving independently from the other, but now we are going to have a relation between these two. Well, because I hadn't done that for a year by now, so I don't remember the relation directly. So let's try to make a check. So first, I don't need this face. I'm going to find something else. Okay, so parallel, perpendicular, tangential, constraint, lock. Let's try the concentric. And we try to do it between that face and maybe that face. Actually, I don't remember that. Okay, but let's see if it's going to work that way. I don't think so. I don't think that. No. Okay, cancel. So it's not that one. Not tangential, not coincident, not parallel, not perpendicular. Okay, so now we coming to the point where we actually need to get a help. Now, who's going to help us here? Yes, it's the YouTube video that I prepared earlier. So, going to the YouTube video that I told you about by the beginning of this session here, and this will be the one. And let's go back and see how they done the assembly here. Okay, so sorry, that's at. Okay. 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 Okay, we are going to do the same steps here. Okay, so that's what will happen. And actually, that's what we're going to learn tomorrow. But I will send you the parts. If you're going to be ready with it tomorrow, just bring them tomorrow. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to stop the recording here and share the video.